Here. Ho, ho, ho. Hi everybody. How you doing out there? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your buddy. I'm the one. They call me right here. Well, it says right here. They call me Uncle Bruce. What can I say? Nice to see you here. We're live from Tel Aviv, Israel today, day two, and so right here they call me Uncle Jen and I are finding it very interesting to say the least. Welcome all to the telecast. Glad you're here. We're enjoying ourselves and finding it most unique. Welcome all. The markets. What is the stock market supposed to think? What do you think the stock market is supposed to do when the most powerful country in the world, certainly militarily, offloads its speaker after 9 months? uh, that's never happened before. It's never happened. A speaker has never been voted out in Congress ever in the history of the United States. But not this guy. I heard something else that was amazing. I saw this video yesterday. I caught it. It had to do with the history of the U.S. speakers since the beginning of this century, since 2000. And at the time, the Speaker of the House was a guy named, I think his name was Kevin Hastert. And he had been Speaker in the late 90s, and he was Speaker until 07, something like that. And I think he had to quit because one of his fellow Republicans was saying, if you don't quit, I'm going to call for a vote on the House floor to kick you out. And rather than have that happen, he resigned. And then there was John Boehner, and there was was it Ryan was his name? He quit during Trump's term. Paul Ryan, was it Paul Ryan? I don't remember. Anyway, a story goes that since 2000, the longest serving speaker for the Republicans was Kevin Hastert, and Mr. Hastert got himself into legal trouble to the point where he ended up in prison, convicted of child molestation and extortion charges or something, like just something wilder than you could imagine wild. And he's the longest serving member of the speaker's role in the House since 2000 for the Republicans. So do you really want to be Speaker of the House that bad? Anyone? If you're a Republican, I mean, because any little thing, any little thing can land you in prison. I don't know. For the Democrats, well, I know Nancy Pelosi was the Speaker for 4 years up until the midterms last year. And then she was Speaker of the House when Trump got she was Speaker during the last 2 years of Trump, and then she was Speaker of the House during Obama's part of Obama's term. Yeah, she hasn't gone to jail. They haven't convicted her of anything. She hasn't even been charged with anything. I mean, talk about boring. I don't know. It is wild and wacky. Anyway, what are we supposed to do? I'm a Canadian. Jen and I are from Canada, and we're in Israel, and everyone here in Israel is going, what the hell's going on in Washington? Like, what's with those guys? We thought the shenanigans were kooky in Beijing, crazy in Moscow. Okay, all the prime ministers coming and going out of London, England. That Brexit nonsense that's just busting Europe apart, busting UK apart. There's shenanigans in Berlin to a degree, although nothing like this. There are these pro-Moscow parties winning minority elections in Slovakia, which used to be part of Czechoslovakia, and then the Hungarian leading party, they're more Russian and Western leaning. And what's going on out there? Like, what are we supposed to think? It's wacky, it's wild, it's goofy, it's not. I don't know. Of course, we in Canada, we have our own issues in Canada. But boy, I'll tell you, it's interesting. If you ever want to know what it's like where you live, go traveling for a while. Travel to countries where they're really not familiar with your country. If you're able to do that. Now, if you're an American and you go traveling to Canada, all right, we know all about you guys. Okay, we follow your TV shows, we watch your movies, we watch CNBC, we watch CNN. A lot of people watch Fox, so we know what's going on in America. But if you're from say Ireland, and you travel to a place like this, Israel, they don't know what's going on in Ireland. Their idea of what Ireland is totally different than what you from Ireland would be. We Canadians, Jen and I, we're constantly intrigued by what people think of our country, because they go, "Oh, where are you from?" "Oh, we're from Canada." "Oh, Canada. Um, are you near Montreal?" No, we're about 3,500 kilometers away from Montreal." "Oh, where are you from?" "We're from Calgary." "Where is that?" that grounds you quickly when they don't know where your hometown is at all. They have no idea where your hometown is. They've heard Calgary. They've heard the city name mentioned, like I mentioned Sofia to you, and you go, where the hell is Sofia? Or if someone mentions to you Seville in Spain, where is Seville in Spain? You go, I don't know, it's in Spain. I don't know. Certain cities just don't resonate. So you get that reaction, and then you get folks saying, well, what do you do there? And of course, when you're from a city and it's your universe, and then you go somewhere else and they don't even know where the hell you're from, that brings you kind of back to earth very quickly. It sort of wakes you up. And of course, you also get the idea, you also get the other one, and that is, oh, you're from Canada? Oh, do you know Joe Smith? He lives in Toronto. Do you know Joe? He's Canadian. Well, there's 40 million of us. We're kind of spread out. Yeah, I probably don't know Joe from Toronto. Probably not. But he's probably just a great guy. Being a fellow Canadian, I'm sure he's a super guy. Anyway, and then you get the other reactions where people say, "Where are you from?" "You're from Canada." Oh, Canada, yeah. Especially the younger kids that ask us that they're the ones who go, "Oh, you're from Canada. Oh, I want to go there. I would really like to go to Canada." And we had one young guy from, I think he was from Denmark. I'm not sure, Denmark, maybe from Netherlands. Where are you from? Canada. Oh, you have Prime Minister Trudeau. I say, yes, we do. Yes, we at the current moment. You legalized marijuana. I said, yes, the country, all of Canada, coast to coast, recreational marijuana is allowed. Yeah, they're blown away. They are just like, wow, like that's cool. That's really way to go. They go, well, we thank you. It's okay. You come to Canada, you will not be able to. You will unlikely find, going up and down our city streets, people smoking marijuana everywhere, every chance they get. You're not gonna find that. It's kind of like how it's legal to buy a bottle of rum in your country or in Canada, but it's not necessarily up and down every single street of your hometown. People are drinking rum on the street because they can. It's a pastime. It's a recreational activity that you know is done at certain times more than other times by those who enjoy that recreational activity. Nothing personal. It's just what it is. I consider it kind of grown up. that Canada has done that. I'm relieved Canada has done that because it's probably saved our country billions of dollars in legal fees, of unnecessary legal fees for police and lawyers and jails, and oh god, just unnecessary billions have been saved. And I would hazard to say billions of tax dollars have flown into the government's coffers from coast to coast to coast to coast. Instead of going into the courts, it's gone into the government coffers, and it's just being spent on fixing potholes. And there's a term, potholes, for marijuana sales. Medication, like medical expenses for healthcare, and paying for the army, the navy, the air force, the whatever. Yeah, making license, but I don't know. Anyway, you never know what your country is thought of until you go somewhere else. And when you go somewhere else, that's when you go, wow. Here's something interesting. Across the street from this hotel, just out this window, is a I won't call it a train station, but it's not like grand European train station. This is just a stop. This is a stop of a train line, and I think this is sort of a, a transit stop for light rail type trains. Subways might be not quite, but anyway, this is just like a no big deal transit stop, on a on the top of on the top of an expressway. There's a bridge going across an expressway, and in the middle of the expressway is this transit stop. And you go in and you go down the escalator to the tracks, and that's where you get on and off your train. You can't walk in to this this transit stop. You just can't walk in. You have to go through metal detectors, like an airport. You have to put your bag down on a belt, and it's X-rayed, um, and you have to walk through a detector for the transit system. And then on the other side, you get your stuff. And there's a difference that we're we're not used to that. Of course, in Canada, no such thing. Here, every single transit stop like that has that for many obvious reasons around here. The locals go, well, yeah, of course. I mean, geez, suicide bombers would be out in a minute if you didn't have those. How does that make you feel? Makes you feel you're a foreigner. You're not from around here, are you? You're not used to that. Kind of interesting. On the way out, you don't have to have you have to be scanned, but on the way out, you come through these metal turnstiles that are 10 feet high, and there's like a bar every 3 inches, and the whole thing turns, and the bars go through bars, and you just kind of go out. But once you're out, to get back in, you got to go through the detectors. So there's a difference. There's definitely a difference. When you go to the buffet for breakfast at this hotel, we're in a Western based hotel chain. Uh, we have the buffet here in the hotel, breakfast included. They'll make you an omelet, fry an egg. You can get scrambled eggs, hard boiled eggs. You can have pancakes. You can have waffles, all kinds of cereals and breads, and all kinds of other stuff they have herring, and they have some salmon, I think, and they have hummus and jams and jellies, and it just goes on and on and on. What you cannot find: no bacon, no pork sausages, no beef patties. There's no meat for breakfast in this gigantic buffet breakfast of ours. And you as a Westerner, you kind of go, I kind of miss that. You kind of go, I kind of miss my bacon. But it's all right. Uh, it's not kosher, so we're gonna be okay. Tonight, however, we're gonna solve a meat problem tonight. We're gonna solve it in one fell swoop, like no problem whatsoever. We're going out tonight to well, I told my friend, I said, look, his friend said to us, we're going out tonight. I said, yes, I'd like to go out for dinner tonight with you. But here's what I want, and here's what I don't want. I don't want exotic, fancy food that I'm not used to. Tonight, I want to be like back in North America. I want to be kind of like North, but I want pastrami and I want corned beef and I want a potato pancake, which we call latkes around here. And Jen wants blintz. And what was that soup you wanted? Matzo ball soup. So what we want, okay, is we want the Jewish food experience like you would get in Manhattan, the deli in New York. Okay, we want the pickle in the jar. We want a pickle and some cold sauerkraut, and that's what we want. And we get that in California when we're down south in Palm Desert. We go to Sherman's Deli down there. There's 2 locations, and there's lineups to get into Sherman's Deli. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm thinking I'm coming all the way to Israel. I want you to show me a local, one of these local delis. Do they really exist here? Well, apparently they do. And our host has said, "Yeah, we're going. We're going out tonight. You're getting corned beef tonight. You want pastrami? You're getting pastrami. Okay, we're going." So my meat intake will be lifted today a little bit of certain kind of meat. How I'll do tomorrow?
In a meat coma.
I might be in a meat coma. We'll we'll find out. But yeah, I've been in one of those before, so I know what to expect in one of them. So Jen and I are looking forward to this. For those who are curious, yes, it's with Beach Boy. We're going out tonight again to hit the town, to bust up Tel Aviv and show these folks how to party it up, because these people around here know nothing. We Canadians out of Calgary, we know how to bust up a town. Yeah. Oh man, Farnell says if they don't drink rum on the streets in Canada, they must be pretty boring. Well, in Newfoundland, they drink screech, and that's a whole other story I'm not getting into. Anyway, we'll see what's going on. Will our
sound your body makes when you drink.
that's the sound your body makes when you drink it. Screech! Oh no. Crazy. Okay, manager has a question here. It's actually market related. Uncle Bruce, a question. Should the Iron Condor be initiated when the market is in the red or green? Or should it not matter as long as you get the desired credit you plan to get? I'm setting up an NVIDIA Iron Condor. That your second part of the question is correct. When you initiate your Condor, depending on how long the Condor is good for, how long are these contracts good for, excuse me, and where the market is at the time, you will then set up your Condor. Now, if you take lesson number 16, those of you out there who have, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, get your butt together and take class number 16 immediately. When you set up your Condor, you will determine which calls and puts you're going to be involved in and how far away from the market price of your security these calls and puts are. Simple as that. And I have been recommending a number of Condors the last couple of weeks to all of you who are Gold Bagel members. So you guys right up here, if you're a Gold Bagel member, you've been getting a trade tip every day now. And for the last couple of weeks, you've probably noticed that the Condors that I have thrown into your wheelhouse to get your attention, you've probably noticed, if you've been watching how they're doing, that every single one of them is making money. Every single Condor I've recommended in the last definitely week and a half, if they've been longer term Condors, there are folks out there making money out there. And that's the key to even today's trade. Today's Condor is showing you a range between the calls up here and the puts down here that is humongous. And I think you can make some nice money on these. So anyway, I'm curious to hear out of any of you, how are you doing on those? hopefully you've done well and you're happy with them. And away we go. By the way, Lame Duck, thank you for watching. And thumbs up number 3 today. Richard Carlin, number 5, thumbs up. Thank you. Shez, number 12. Robert Mello, thanks, buddy, always. Aurora, number 15. Dude, 16. Joel, thumbs up, number 18 today. Testy Donkey is here at number 19. Hector Salamanca, number 20. Good morning to you. Drew, thumbs up, 24. Comical name is thumbs up, 27. Comical name. You got to become a member, man. Your name is in, like Drew here, your name is in black ink. Joel Warner, come on, Joel. I love the fact that you've given us a thumbs up, but hey, buddy, become a member immediately. Lorraine is here. She's got a thingy beside her name there. Thank you, an emoji. Number 38. Karen is here. Manager number 40. BW comments on Israel issues. Uncle B. Lame Duck, will our SPACs ever go up? Lame Duck would like to know. John Malone. John, you got to become a member immediately. How you doing there, buddy? Mandu number 5, welcome, my friend. Number 48, hit that thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. Hit that join button. Uncle Bruce, familiarity of cuisine calms a traveler's nerves. There you go. Deep value options, number 50. Manager, thanks, man. Vavish, good morning, number 52. Vavish, I need you to become a member immediately. Constantine, number 55. Thank you, my friend. Good morning, everybody, to all of you. Thanks to these thumbs ups that you guys are hitting up for us. Appreciate it very much. We now have 58 thumbs ups. They keep coming in. Become a member immediately of this channel. And if you become a Gold Bagel level member, oh my goodness, benefits of those trade tips right there. I'm certain, I am absolutely convinced that one trade tip that works out for you, you take a position of 3 or 5 of these condors, you'll make a year or 2 of your Gold Bagel membership right there, just like that. All the others are just gravy for you. Again, I keep bringing up these iron condors for a good reason. There are so many of you here who have told me privately and on the air, you have told Jen and I you would really like to quit your day job and not be employed by that tyrant you're working for, and you just don't think you have enough money to retire on, or to not retire on, but to not work full time for somebody. You feel like you need hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to be self-employed or not work for someone, and that's just not true. With iron condors, as an example, you can write you can write 10 iron condors on triple Q indexes, SPY, the SPY index. Again, take class 16 if you don't know what I'm talking about. You can write condors on Tesla, on Apple, on Microsoft, NVIDIA, AI. It goes on and on and on and on and on. And you can do 10 condors probably twice a month quite easily with very conservative condor positions. And these will generate for you guys, they could generate for you anywhere from 500 to 1,500 per turnover. You get into the 15, 20 condor scenario where even if you're doing 10 of this one and 10 of this one and 10 of this, I bet you with less than $25,000 on hand, you could make enough money to not work, to not go to work full time for anybody. You might work part time on the side, maybe on weekends or something, or you might work part time outside of market hours. You might work at home, 15, 20 hours a week at home, making, 500 a week doing that, and making a 500, 800 a week doing condors. There's, there's $5-6 grand a month to live on without commuting to an office and whatever. Just saying, can be done. I don't know. Has Beach Boy told you any dirty words in Yiddish? No, we don't do that. Manager, question to all Uncle Bruce watchers. Did anyone benefit from my hint on MU being overbought and will be sold for a day trade? Please let me know. Dude, you have to roll your condors, says dude. That is the key here. You might get the full premium and don't make it the goal. You can always roll and set up a new one with the same underlying contracts. Yes. The thing about the condor thing, like I said, you gotta take the class number 16 to get a handle on it. You really do. And if you do that, you're giving yourself a chance to really understand what's going on. Jen, we have work to do. You have work to do here. I'm going to give you this. Right here. There you go. I don't need this. Right. You got work to do. Right there. There you go. Getting some messages here. On the Condor front, even Condors I recommended a couple of weeks ago, a week and a half ago, people were creating Condors in Apple, for example. And they're very conservative. And the best part about those Condors is that the calls or the puts are quickly becoming zeros. And you can roll those closer in as you get closer into the date to bring in an extra credit. But you can also roll forward a week or two in time and bring in much bigger premiums, credit premiums into your hands, so that you're flowing more money every 7 days into your pocket. So that, I look at it this way: if I can figure out a way to help you make $1,000 a week profit on average, you should be able to quit a day job. I mean, unless you need $10,000 a month to live on, and then of course you have to make more. But for a lot of you out there, if you can pull out $4,000 a month out of the stock market into your bank account net, that should get you a long ways out of a job. Get away from a full-time job and then maybe just do something part-time. And on Condors, if you can write 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 Condors with 10, 12, 14,000 of capital to use, you can definitely make that kind of money. It is absolutely available. Anyway, Cindy B, I really thought my spider was wide enough, but it's out of my put range. Today's expiration. Dude, Cindy, you have to roll to get the credit on the roll. And that means rolling forward. You need to go forward in time, readjust your pricing, and take a bigger credit that direction. The key here is to stay on top of your markets, on top of your trades. And if you are a full-timer, you should have the time to do that. And there's the other side of the equation. A lot of people say to us, they'll say to me and General over here when we do these one-on-ones, I need time to be a better trader. I need more time in front of the screen because, the markets move on me. Well, if you become a full-time non-full-time worker, you're going to be a full-time option writer. You have the time to pay attention to your screen, whether you're going for a walk, whether you're going to the Costco store to do some grocery shopping, you're taking your phone with you, you got the market in your hand, you're following it, you'll be fine. You'll be able to stay on top of these trades. And rollovers are easy to do on Condors, whether you're rolling the calls or the puts or all four. And certainly rolling forward in time with a new set of contracts is easily done. You just have to get into it, dude. Risk can increase toward the end of an iron condor, especially if you have tight spreads between when you bought and sold. Go at least $5 on spiders. BP, I can't make iron condors work. I have enough moolah to buy 10, even one in this volatile market, lots of money. Too volatile. BP, you have to have spare cash to roll. Well, again, it's not for everybody. I've said this a million times, but it is for a lot of you a salvation, a way to enjoy and work the market on stocks you could never afford to do without, with what you have. Some of you who have 15, 20, 30, 40,000 at your disposal, you cannot buy enough Apple stock to write a series of contracts. I mean, at 170 something a share, you need 17 grand to write one call option. You're not going to quit your day job writing one Apple call option. It's just not going to happen. If you can bring in a $1 a week in shrinkage, that's $100 a week. You're not quitting any job bringing in $100 a week. But 17 grand is tied up to do that. 34 grand gets you $200 a week. You're not quitting your day job, but 34,000 available dollars. Whether you're going to now move into deep in the money calls, can you buy $5,000 deep in the money calls for 35 grand and write 7 calls at a time? Well, that'll bring you $700 a week from depreciation on Apple contracts. That's a good ways towards getting out of a day job. On the other hand, you have 35,000+ available to you. You could create 20 iron condors on Apple with a wide 1 mile range between puts and calls. And every 2 weeks, you create a new set of condors as you roll out of one into the next. Something tells me you'll make more money than writing calls on deep in the money contracts. I just sense that as a potential return. Anyway, you have to want it though. Zed, I have 30 GameStop contracts. $25 strike expires Jan 24. Should I wait or buy back and roll? Again, I don't know what this means. You have 30 contracts that you write them, and they're $25 strikes, and they've come down in value. And is that what you're asking me? Because this question is so. I got nothing. What did you get for it? What are they trading at now? Something. You got to help me here. Hector, when you need to roll an iron condor, do you always roll 4 positions or just the 2 problematic ones? Well, the thing about doing this is you can do 2 at a time. Like you can just do the calls or the puts first. You'll find, like, for example, let's say you did a condor, and whatever you wrote the condor on, let's say it's a stock. The stock went down in value over certain days, and the calls that you were into are worthless. Like they're a nickel now, a dime, right? You can roll those same expiry date closer into the market, where you get a higher price for the call you write and you pay a lower price for the call you're buying, and there's a credit, and that you're adding that credit to your account. You can certainly do just that. If the puts you've created are so far out still, you don't have to do anything with those, then let those continue to shrink out. 3-4 days later, those calls that you shifted down, they're going to die too. You get to keep all that dough. That's one side of it. The other side of it is the same thing happens on the put side. Stock goes up on you, or a contract, an index goes up on you, and your puts are worthless. Well, then you close those out, buy one back, sell one off, and then create 2 new puts closer into the money and for a credit. Again, this is assuming that, for example, you're into a 3-week condor. A week has gone by. The calls or the puts are worthless now. Those are worth rolling. It's not worth rolling if everything dies this Friday. This is Wednesday. Day after tomorrow, everything ends, and you've got calls and puts written. The calls are worthless, and the puts are where you created them at, where you got into them at. You've made money on the calls, but you didn't make money on the puts, right? It's Wednesday. You're worried that the market will go lower and the puts will become more expensive to deal with. So you close out the put position, you close out the call position right today, turn around and create a new 3-week condor. Calls up here, puts way down here, because the market is here now, and set up that trade with a nice fat credit. So sometimes you only have to move one side of the trade versus the other side of the trade. Now, doing all 4 at once, I recommend that is done when, with, say, originally 3 weeks to go, there's now only a week left to go, or 4 days left to go, 3 days left to go, and all these calls and puts have shrunk, where you sit back and go, well, I brought in $1.20 in credit when I created this condor. I can walk away from this condor with a 20-cent buyback. It'll cost me 20 cents to close this off. I keep $1. That's when you do all 4. But you turn around and go, all right, well, now I'm going to create 4 new positions, 2 calls, 2 puts, 3 weeks down the road with a huge wide spread. That's how you do it, I think. Hector, Zeta States, good question. Manager Hector, looks like I was just going to ask that question. Luca, ciao, everybody. Let's take advantage of this market after yesterday's drop. Manager, I need to get good to roll over on condors here. It's going to be 5-10 years before quitting a day job for me. Zed, I sold 30 GameStop 25 strike for $2. I can buy back today for pennies. What should I do? Buy them back today for nothing, virtually nothing, and create a new call around $20 for January, February of next year. Yeah. Take the pennies off the table and bring in $1.50, $2 for after Christmas time, or write 18s for January. If they can bring you, can you bring in $1.75, $2 on a $14 stock? Can you do that? Do that. Bring in money. You've made your money on these calls. If they're worth pennies, it's over. You should have bought them back a long time ago. Buy them back now and close that off and create a new set of contracts. Make them 20s, make them 19s, make them 18s, make them 1750s, and write for January or February or March of next year and bring in dollars. Can you bring in $2? Do that. It's worth it to bring in dollars. Get rid of this trade. You've made your money. Congratulations. Well done. You've done great. Get out of there and move closer in. Yeah. Dude, I'm planning to write 18. I'm planning to write at the money or in the money on my next GameStop call. I've lowered my cost basis so much at this point. The shares are $11 cost to me. I've had lots of call shrinkage. Well, dude, like I said, you want to write, you can write 15s and 16s and 17s and go out a couple of months and bring in some money. Keep it coming in. Yeah. You know, and I know, we all know, as Zed's estate knows this too. If the shares want to go from 1472, where they are in the pre-market right now, they want to go to $22 a share in a week, that's fine. That's okay. Every single option writer on this channel with options on GameStop, whether they're GameStops or deep in the money calls, will do a rollover. It's all right. We don't mind doing rollovers. But I'll tell you right now, you know and I know, if GameStop were to take a shot to $22 in a hurry, something big's going on, and there's a lot of volume going on, including the options, which makes it easier to do a rollover in an active option market. And you'll find your premiums are rising on your options. So it's all good. But right now, take the money. Absolutely take the money. Said, thank you for clarifying that. I need that kind of detail or more, because I'm answering questions to 100 people at the same time, and I don't know what exactly your trade was a month ago, 6 weeks ago. I've forgotten. I am too tired. I don't know where the stock and the options are right now. You got to help me. You give me some detail, and then I'll react to it as best as I can. The more you give me, the more I can give you back. It's as simple as that. Love you guys. Thank you. What are we at now? 22 minutes to go before we open for trading. The Dow's up 67, S&P up 12, NASDAQ up 67 points. That's all there is. We're down $1.50 on crude. Alex, number 70. Good morning, everybody. I've had a number of you tell me lately, you know, Bruce, I got into option writing because of you. I started writing options on my 100 GameStop shares 2 years ago. And then when the company did the 4-for-1 split, I started writing 4 contracts at a time because of you. And then you started talking about poor man covered calls. I dumped my GameStop shares and I took those 400 shares. I turned it into 8 deep in the money calls. I started writing 8 contracts. I used to write 1 contract. Now I'm writing 8 contracts because of you. You've changed my life, man. Now, what's happening here is people write 8 contracts, or they wrote 4, whatever. They took the money and bought more contracts to write more contracts. So for some of you out there, I know what you've done. You've done a beautiful job. You've really moved yourselves up from 100 or 200 shares to 400 to 800 shares to 8 to 16 deep in the money calls to 20 deep in the money calls, 25 deep in the money calls, 30 deep in the money, and on and on and on. And that's exactly a strategy to employ. When it works, keep doing it. And just keep writing and keep writing and keep writing. And yeah, sometimes you'll buy deep in the money calls for a higher price, and sometimes you're buying new deep in the money calls for a lower price. But all in all, you're going to get an average price on your deep in the money calls, and you're going to haul in capital and let shrinkage do its thing. Well done, each and every one of you. Those of you who've decided, Bruce, When a stock really dips, I'm going to do cash secured puts. I think that's my strategy. More power to you as well. And of course, those of you now who've decided, Bruce, this Condor thing, you really got me going on this because boy, I've always wanted to write. I've always wanted to be in the options on Tesla, but I could never afford it because the damn stock is so expensive. For 300, 200 share, whatever it was. Condors are my way in. Same with the SPY and the triple Qs. Right on. I was going to say something profound. I was going to mention something. For a lot of you, this option world, actually, the world of options has changed the markets dramatically for you. And as I've said a million times, you can really take this business very conservatively or more aggressively, depending on what turns you on, and you can really make something of it. Here's what I wanted to tell you about. I want to say thank you to Charlie Carver. Thanks, Charles, for sending me an email. Charles sent me an email that I got last night, and I couldn't respond to it till today because Beach Boy and Jen and I tore up Tel Aviv last night. And by the time we got back, we were too tired. But anyway, he did me the great service by sending me a link to a press release that I was able to finally get my hands on. SoFi. It's all about your SoFi. October 30 is the date that SoFi will release their financials for their latest quarter. And October the 30th is the date they're going to have their conference call. That's Monday, October 30 for your SoFi, okay? I'm putting you all on notice out there who are watching me. Between today and the 30th of October, it is possible we may have ourselves a bit of a move on your SoFi. And so I'm giving you the heads up today to keep an eye on your SoFi shares because they're trading at 736 this morning. Nothing great, nothing to get excited about, except if you're thinking like I am thinking, that between now and the 30th of October, the old SoFi shares could be in for a bit of a run. And now the question is, well, if they are going to be in for a run, what kind of run are we talking about here? Are we talking about going to 8 or 9? Or are we talking about going to 10, 11 or 12? Like, remember last time? What's going to happen with the SoFi shares between now and the 30th of October? 26 actual calendar days from today. That's the question on everyone's mind. We got a lot to watch here. Now, it's possible that a strategy you might employ, those of you out there who love cash secured puts, you might want to start looking at writing cash secured puts around the $7.50 mark for a premium. Hello? Because if the stock goes to 8.5, 9, those cash secured puts are worthless. Keep all the money. Thank you very much. You might want to write 8s. You want to write maybe 9s or even $10 cash secured puts on SoFi. Thinking is, hey, Uncle Bruce, these SoFi shares go to $9 or $10. All the puts, all the way up to 10 are virtually worth nothing. I get to keep all the dough. I'm looking at Jan 24s. I will sit here and note that the $10 January 2024 SoFi puts, the $10 are $298, $295, $298. The 9s closed out last night at $215 range. The 750s closed out at $112, $113 range. You can write any of those and take the money. Look, if you get you do a 750 put for January, you get $1.12 or something like that. Take $1.12 off of 750. You're on the hook to buy this stock for $6.38. Can you handle that? $9 contract will give you $2.15, so $6.85. Stock goes to $9 a share. You keep $215. That's all your money on your $900 commitment. Put up $900, bring $215 from between now and January. This is October the 4th, by the way. In case you think this is still July, it's October. We're talking November. That's a month. December is 2 months. January is 3 months. 3 months, you can take off the table about $2.15 if you wait till expiry. You're not going to wait till expiry. You know that. I know that. You're not waiting till expiry. You're going to close this position out sometime in November, December, because why? It's likely, probably likely, the shares are going to go up now, coming into October the 30th. And so if the shares go to 8.5, 9.5, $10, these nines are worthless. They're going to be 50 cents, 70 cents. You'll buy them back. And then you're going to write new cash secured puts if you want to, up to you. The 10s, like I said, you can bring in $2.95 right now, almost $3 for a $10 cash secured put for January. I'm not talking about January 2025. I'm talking January coming up. Might be worth your while to consider that. Okay, there you go. I'm doing all I can. Hector, Uncle Bruce, is there anything in the macroeconomics that makes a snapback rally a likely occurrence? Oversold stock market, but nothing else that I can see at the moment. Not macro, nothing at the moment. Splair, good morning, y'all. Hector, Splair, good morning. Larry Titus, good morning, everybody. I'm number 77, and we got 13 minutes to go. Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. I'm here. You can begin now. Yes, sir. We have begun. Where's my bagel status? Yeah, Alberto, you're not a member at the moment. Have you let it lapse? White Feather, Alberto, why is your name not green? Alberto, White Feather, I don't know. 9-pound taco. Happy National Taco Day. Alex, plan for today. Write GameStop 17s. Take that cash. Write more SoFi 7.5 cash secured puts. Boom. JR, BP, why are you buying or selling when Uncle Bruce says right is it's selling? Alex, this market dip is great. I'm getting some great bargains here. GameStop $5 January 26 calls are in the 90-10 rule. Lovely. Lame duck. Uncle Bruce, bad timing. A bad thing about SoFi puts, most of your viewers have their money tied up and owning the stock, so we don't have the extra cash. There you are. Well, we're going to have to see what happens. If this stock takes a shot, you're going to have extra cash, a lot of extra cash. You're going to have a whole lot of things happening here. But we have to wait and see if this thing wants to do its move. SoFi 735 at the moment, just up 7. And in 26 days, Monday. So not this this Monday will be what, the 9th or something like that, and then the 6th day. So yeah, 2.5 weeks. Bingo, here we go. Let's see what happens with SoFi between now and then. And wouldn't it be lovely if SoFi were to come out and say, oh yeah, by the way, we're making money now. We passed the profit line. We're already making money per share. So much for the doubters out there. Going to be interesting to see how this plays itself through. Very, very interesting. The Dow's up 63, S&P up 10, and NASDAQ up 64, with oil down 171 a barrel right now. That's where we're at. Everybody, get ready to rumble. Let's see what's gonna happen here. SoFi, you can just buy the stock. You can just buy the stock. You don't have to do anything else if you want. What else can you do? I don't know. Is it worth buying any options on SoFi? 734, a $5 contract out till Jan 2025 was $350 last night. Ballpark, that's an $850 price. Too much to pay. The 4s were $4 to $415. Too much to pay. The 3s were $465.85. They're worth about $430. They're almost worth buying. But again, do you want to pay $465 for a contract or just buy the stock for $734? Stock gets to $15 a share, and you start writing $18 and $20 contracts and hauling in $2 a contract. That's worth your while holding this stock and being involved in SoFi. Let's see what gives. Uncle Alberto, Uncle Bruce, I'll always be a Gold Bagel member. I don't know what happened. I don't know, my friend. You're going to have to just check your systems there. Beach Boy. So Alberto is illegal now. The irony. Eric, Emma, do that with SoFi. I'm gonna do that with SoFi, says Eric. There you go. Giddy up, everybody! Giddy on up. I'm very hopeful that the SoFi will have a little run here in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, as we get out of the 7 range quickly into the 8-9 neighborhood, and let's build from there. But if you can write cash secured puts down here, great. If you can't, you can't. But if you can, you can. There you go. There's all of that. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining the channel. Thank you, those of you who are members of this channel. Thank you, those of you who are subscribers to this channel. I appreciate that too. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everyone. Jen and I do very much appreciate it. And we're glad you're with us at this point in time. There we go. We're going to a member only on the chat right now. Please become a member of this channel and join in with the gang here of regulars. We'd love to have you join us. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for your phenomenal support to keep us on the air. You guys are great. And we love it. Bobby Atkinson, I've been a member for 19 months, Uncle Bruce. 19 months. Thank you, my friend, for telling the world how long you've been part of this great group of people. Gold Bagel level member. Absolutely awesome, man. Thank you, my friend. Much appreciated. Dude, I have 1,450 shares of SoFi. If this stuff goes up $5 a share, I'm going to add 7,000 value to my account. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Bobby. See what I can do. Alberto talk later, says Bobby Splair. They're only at 7 something. I'm not sure what Splair's talking about, but giddy up, everybody. Thank you, dude, for your support, and way to go, pal. You're going to get richer. And again, I love these notifications when people let us know how long they've been a member of the channel. Fantastic, you guys. You're all the best. That's all there is to it. That's all I can say. Giddy up, kids. Giddy up. Let's hope for a run on SoFi here as the earnings come out, and everyone else will come out with their earnings shortly around that time too, and let's kind of take it from there. There you go. There's the news. There's what we've been waiting on right there. Alberto, he's back, baby. That's right. He's back. Don't mess with that, man. He is back. Gold Bagel member level right there, right now. And as always, Alberto, you're the best, buddy. Thank you. One of the best of the best. Love having you all here, folks. It's just great seeing you. Jen and I, we know when we go traveling, we don't travel alone. We actually are not alone at all. We have friends everywhere, and it's pretty cool to know that we have friends around the world. It's unbelievable, and it's pretty cool to see folks in their natural habitat. I have to say, it is kind of cool to see folks hanging out in their natural habitat. That is kind of neat. Let's see. Alberto is back, says, dude, Splair, how about my previous comment? Didn't it went through? What happened there? Beach Boy. Dinner company, 1 day and counting. Thank you, my friend, for that. Alberto, thank you for that. Beach Boy, blah, blah, blah. BW Alberto, 1 month member. Welcome to the party, pal. Fantastic. Thank you guys. These donations, it's keeping us into the corned beef and the pastrami here in the Tel Aviv. It's all good. There'd be good food here. I'll tell you that. There was pretty good food in Vienna too. I have to say, it was pretty darn good in Vienna, and it was awful tasty in Stockholm. And Copenhagen, no complaints in Copenhagen. Was very nice. Hamburg, we found some good food in Hamburg. Very good. And of course, we found the best food of all food in Dortmund because we were hanging out with my cousin at that house. Boy, do they know how to put food together. Man, we've had a wonderful trip. I'm not getting any thinner on this trip, I'll tell you that. Thank you guys for all of the support. It is much appreciated. You guys are great. I want you making money. I just want you making money, kids. Make money on condors. Make money on cash secured puts. Make money on writing calls. Always be writing. Stop guessing. Just be writing. Take the cash off the table and get to work making more money. That's the name of the game. Every institution does it. Every insurance company does it. Mutual fund, pension fund, hedge fund, and they don't care what the market is. They make money wherever it is. They don't question it. They just make money. Take dough and grab dough off the money, off the table. Absolutely. 745 on SoFi, up 17 cents. Maybe this is the beginning of the beginning. That's the beginning. I don't know. And let's see what's going on. BW says, Beach Boy, if you keep dropping tips and then a Verse picks up dinner, didn't he just flip it on you again? What's going on? Alberto laughing over 3 years gold member. I'm so pissed. No worries, my friend. Don't worry about it. I think the YouTube thing figures it out, and it's not a problem. Then again, I don't know. I don't know how this works. It's weird. It's just the weirdest stuff. It's again, it's not me doing it. It's a YouTube thing, and I don't know how the YouTube is set up with you, and whether you have recurring membership or whether it's every time you have to. I don't know. I just do what I do and do the best I can with what little I have. Okay. Beach Boy, 150 shekel donation. Alberto, you might want to wipe the milk of the lips. What is going on? I don't know what's happening. We always love a bidding war, but what can I say? It is what it is. BW, word of the day, Beach Boy, ARAK. I don't know what that means, ARAK, but if it's good, I'm happy. Thank you all. We are 3 minutes from opening, kids. Let's see if we can get some dough into your pockets. 92 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you. 8 more, we got 100. So if any of you out there can find that thumbs up button, 152 of you are here. It would be nice. Dude, thank you, dude, for your donation, helping out with the cause. $2 for Baba Ganoush money for my favorite Shmuel. There you go, Shmuel. JR, tipping war. Amy J, number 92, thumbs up. Good morning, everybody. I think I'll leave the biggest tip up. I think this is the biggest one of the day. I'll leave that one up there. Although this one is pretty close. These two are about the same. So I love you both, guys. You know it. Fantastic, everybody. Thanks for helping out. Amy, thank you for number 92 on the thumbs up meter. 95 now are in here. 5 to go, and we've got 100 thumbs ups. Everybody, find that thumbs up button. Help us out. Get us to triple digits just before we open up here. We are starting to trade in 2 minutes. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you very much. Got Rocket Lab up 8 cents. SoFi up 14. GameStop is up 8. I've got what else going on here? Apple down $1.44. Goldman down a nickel, but Cisco's up 6. Tesla up $1.63. It was down 5 yesterday. ARK is up 18. Microsoft up 81 cents. Pfizer's up 8 cents. HBQ up a penny. Google up 42. Amazon up 155. Nvidia up 213. Unity up 23. AI up 13. Adobe up $5. Spiders are up 49 cents. Netflix down 19 cents, and the triple Qs are up 85 cents right now in this early or late of the morning pre-market trading. All right, everyone. Here we go. We've got a donation from Alberto. $99.99 milk, lactose intolerant, coconut milk only. You guys are great. Thank you. Lair, are we warming up those bells, Beach Boy? The Belchy bells. The Belchy bells. We're getting ready to start trading. I know it. It's happening. We're going to get going here. Man, oh man, another fun day in the markets. Let's see if we get you guys any richer, because you kids deserve to become very rich out there as far as I'm concerned, especially with these kinds of donations. You guys need to make a lot of money. Thank you all so much for being here. We are underway. Yes, we are. Lair, thanks, my friend. JR, there we go. Larry, thank you, my friend. The bells have been rung, and the top tip of the day is coming from Alberto without question. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. We are open, and we are trading a little higher here, 50 points on the Dow. We'll see if that can last and how far it can go. We've got Adobe up 395. The spiders are up 86, and the Qs are up 129. Looks like S&P up 8, Nasdaq up 43. Oil still down $1.70 at $87.53. And we've got GameStop up 16 at 1476. We're up 8 on SoFi at the moment, although I think we might be up a little more. Hang on. Let me just try to get a refresh here. We're up about 8 on SoFi. We were a little higher already on the SoFi shares. All righty. Okay, all. Thank you, and thank you. Hey, up we go, says JR. Let's go, baby. Let's roll. 58 on the Dow, 9.5 S&P, 48 on NASDAQ. And GameStop up 22, SoFi up 9, Apple down 77, Netflix up 14, AI up 9, NVIDIA up 256, Tesla up 244, Rocket Lab is up, and Matterport is up, SmartRent's up, Owens Corning up 170, ATIP is higher, Unity up 26, Google up $1, Moderna down 13, Cisco's up a dime, Pfizer down a penny, IBM down 4, HPQ down 5, nothing there. Microsoft up $1.60. Thank you for that. ME is up a little. Amazon up 158. Spire down to 423 right now. Although that might be last night's trade. I don't know if that's accurate or not. That's last night, so we're not trading yet. Home Depot up 211. Vanik up 105. Goldman is down 79. Boeing up 77. Meta's up 18. Target up 62. JP Morgan up 51, Costco up 348, Walmart up 77, Disney up 17, American Airlines up 23 cents, DraftKings up 24 cents, AMC is up 8, Royal Caribbean up 115. Those are some of the early quotes, and I mean early, as we are trying to get this market functioning and rolling through here. We'll find out in a few minutes just how it's actually doing at the moment. SoFi looks like 735 on SoFi, 58-point gain on the Dow, 11 on S&P, 53 on NASDAQ, down 173 on oil. That's where we're at. Beach Boy, Alberta, you're on your own. I'm keeping some dollars for dinner. Alberto, Beach Boy, love you, Primo. Stay safe. JR, woohoo, a lot of green on the old platform. Yes, indeed, says JR. Thank you all, everybody, for your support of this channel, no matter how you do it. You guys are awesome. 45-point gain on the Dow. Adobe up $5. Spiders are up 96. Q's up 152. GameStop up 21 to 1481. SoFi is up 7 at 735 right now. And there you have it. A little green. We'll see if the green lasts. We had a lot of red yesterday. This is a nothing burger so far, so let's give it some time. All right, slightly higher at the moment. I guess the ADP employment report was okay. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know. Can't tell you. There we go. And there you have it. We're up 6.5 cents on the Rocket Lab, 423. SoFi now up 6. GameStop up 24 to 1484. All righty. Matterport up 1.5, 23andMe, 90 cents a share, near its all-time low of 88 here. Spire, for no trades. I don't see anything going on Spire. I've got maybe up a penny now. ATIP up 16 cents. SmartRent's up 4. Apple down just 32. It's coming back on. Goldman down $1.50. Cisco up 13, Tesla up 377, ARK up 28, Microsoft up 313, Pfizer up 14, HPQ up a penny. They've all turned around. Google up 122, Amazon 163 higher, NVIDIA up 121, Unity up a dime, AI only down 3 cents. Adobe up 534, Netflix up 60. The spiders and the Qs are higher as well. Markets looking to be green for the most part, but not a lot. 1/10 of a percentage point for the Dow, 1/4 point higher on S&P, 1/2 point higher on your NASDAQ. Quiet, slight opening at the moment. We need more evidence of a better market, I think. That's what I'm saying, and I'm sticking to it. There you go, kids. Welcome to the program from around the world to Stock Markets with Bruce, live from Tel Aviv, Israel. Thank you all for joining us here today. 97 thumbs ups have come through. If you can keep them coming in, it would be appreciated. And my spiders moved out of the money, says JR. Oh, yes. There you are. JR, my NVIDIA iron condors are up by 1,600, but I'm folding my arms. There's more gold in them there hills for sure. Right on, buddy. Way to go. Way to go. Bobby Atkinson, I wrote 2 7s on Spire for 85 cents each after the split. Trinket just doing its work nicely now. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, thinking about picking up some more AAL, or should I just keep stockpiling SoFi? What should I do? AAL. Looking at American Airlines, 1254 last go, down up a quarter at the moment, and the low of the 52-week low, 1179. So there's your low of the year. If you're scooping this, you're buying it cheap. If it's helping your average, more power to you. On the other hand, we do know that in 24 days, 26 days, we do know SoFi reports, and I like the odds of SoFi's rise. You may want to move into SoFi and then shift into AAL later. Again, I don't know. I mean, if SoFi goes to 11, 12, we're all deliriously happy. That would mean AAL would have to go by 50% to 18 to match. And I don't like the odds of American Airlines reaching that kind of level that fast. But, have you done well with American? Alberto asks JR. Alberto, so just got off a call with the bank. I lost my gold member status over fraud activity detected. Blocked my card with no notice. There you go. And there's one of the problems with this crazy world of ours. Isn't that ridiculous? Anyway, there you go. Alberto JR, I've done very well with American Airlines. Dude, says JR, we thought better of you. Who's playing with his credit card? It's wild. It's wacky. We're up 54, I think, on the Dow right now. 735 on SoFi, up 8, maybe 78 cents. GameStop up 18, 14.78 right now. That's what I've got. Still green on Netflix. AI is green, up 13. Nvidia's up. Tesla's higher. Rocket Lab, Matterport, SmartRent, Owens Corning, ATI, Unity, all green. Alphabet green. Moderna down 128. Cisco's up. Pfizer's up a penny. IBM down 16. HPQ's higher. Microsoft higher. We got Amazon, Spire, Home Depot, Vanik, all green. Goldman down $1.87. Boeing, Meta, Target are green. Costco, Walmart, Disney, American Airlines, all green on the session. JP Morgan down 12 cents. All right, mostly green, but slightly. Not a big, gigantic run up here. That's the issue right now. Will we get any upward momentum, or is this just a little dead cat bounce from yesterday's big drop off? Where are we at? Okay. Waiting to see how this market will show itself. We're looking like a 63 point gain on the Dow. Better, 1.19%. Instead of 1/10 of a percentage point, it's 1/5. So it's better. S&P up 17 and NASDAQ now up 95. Definitely higher. NASDAQ 3/4 of a point. Oil down $2 a barrel, by the way, at 87.20 on oil. So oil is backing off, interestingly. All right. Okay. Let me just move this curtain over a bit. Yeah, I got to get the sun out of my face. Sorry about that. A little too bright for me. Okay. Lame duck, Uncle Bruce. I had to pay for the trip somehow. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, you are the freaking goat. Thanks for the answer, Alberto. Lame duck, he's laughing at you. Pharma, someone in Atlanta tried to open a Home Depot home repair loan on my credit. Says Farmos, I live in Oklahoma and I hate Atlanta, so I had to explain my hate Atlanta and get it cleared off my record. Jeez. JR racked some AI monies off the table yesterday, or raked some AI monies off the table yesterday in my covered calls, rewrote, and it's getting time to do rollovers on the way up. This roller coaster is so much fun. There you are, JR. You got it, buddy. Right on. Working it. Apple only down a dime, so it's coming on. AI down a nickel right now. Netflix up $1. We've got GameStop up 16 and SoFi just at 730. So it's on sale. SoFi still 729.30 on sale for a little while, but eventually this will not last, in my opinion, with the earnings coming by the end of the month. I don't think so, but you got to pay attention. The world does not know what we know, I guess, that SoFi is 26 days away. 2 weeks Monday away from releasing the results. They'll figure it out late next week, and all the week after they'll know. But between now and then, there might be a $1.50, $2 move here that we might be able to see you take advantage of out there, kids. Cash secured puts, whatever, might be the way to go. I don't know. It's what it is. Let's see. I hope Uncle Bruce bought Beach Boy a shot with your card there, Alberto. Alberto. Lame duck, almost certainly. There you go. Where are we at now? 37-point gain on the Dow, 13 on S&P, 79 on NASDAQ. And there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. JR, SoFi is dragging the line and pulling my account balances way down. Glad to hear that earnings results are coming up. Crossed my fingers. Every 90 days, man. Manager, I sold Tesla cash secured put, and now I am shorting. It is above 70 on the RSI, getting in overbought territory. Interesting thoughts there from manager. Tesla right now is 251, up 521 a share at the moment this morning. NVIDIA up 421, AI up a penny, Netflix up 225, Apple down 24, SoFi up 3, GameStop up a dime, Adobe up 726, having a good morning, and the Dow up about 31 or so at the moment. That's where we're at, guys. By the way, the other thing I'm thinking about here with the nonsense in Washington, okay? Remember this, without a Speaker of the House for a week, there's uncertainty, number one. Number two, the new Speaker of the House, whoever that's going to be, this could be a goofy time as well, because the Republicans, especially the 8 radicals that voted out the Speaker, bunch of these guys do not want a new spending bill passed. They don't want to keep the government open. They want the government to shut down. They keep claiming they want a balanced budget, or they want a lower deficit. They talk this talk when they're in opposition. When they get the White House, they spend it out. So they're talking about, well, we've got to rein in spending. So the new speaker coming in, the first problem the new speaker is going to have is the possibility of having a government shutdown on their hands. So it's 6 weeks out or less, 6-8 weeks maybe, and that's all. So that is going to overhang the market eventually. It's not yet, because the attention right now is just on the speaker. But after that, the first order of business is, well, are we going to have a shutdown or not, Mr. Speaker? And the way we go. So the shenanigans are not yet done in Washington. Just want you to know, okay? Let's see here. What else is going on? Splair, withdrawal finished now. If nothing happens on or in favor, so it's already time for me to lurk and chill. Uncle Bruce, in case of Sawfly, they report October 30, and the government will talk again in the middle of November because of the 45th day deal. Won't this affect the run on SoFi? No, not really. If SoFi is going to announce that they've made a profit or about to turn the corner now, we may have a run to $15, double on the stock. Just that's but that's just me. That's my opinion. I'm not quoting anybody. I'm just telling you what I think. I think the world does not realize how SoFi is about to be making money here. They're just not into it. They're just not aware of it. They're not, they're not getting that info. But they're about to. They're about to figure this out. But I can only do so much with what my channel has. I'm telling you folks, and you tell everybody else. That's all there is to. All I can do. 156 of you are viewing. You're aware that I think we're about to go green on SoFi's earnings sheet on its balance sheet. Anyway, Lorraine, I just got back a new debit card. My card was compromised twice in 2 months. BW, remember the 10 a.m. dump yesterday when the US dollar spiked? I'd like to say wait and watch what the algos are going to do today. Not a matter if they sell, it's a matter of when. Splair, I'm not saying it's not possible, but for me it looks like, again, an area for a hard run and heavy landing. Well, we'll have to figure it out. The Dow is down 8.8. We've gone negative on the Dow Jones. We're still up 9 on S&P and 74 on NASDAQ, as best as I can see here. But we're negative on the Dow. Adobe's up $7. Spiders are up 79. Qs are up 203. Not joining the Dow, going into the red. GameStop up a penny. SoFi unchanged. Apple down just 8 cents. Apple's getting better. The Dow went red. I don't know. Netflix is up 209. AI down 12. Nvidia up 337. Tesla up 629. Unity up down 12. Google up 143. Moderna's red. Cisco down. Pfizer's down. IBM is down. HPQ red. They all went red. Microsoft is up 354. Amazon is green. Home Depot's green. Vanik is green. Boeing is green. But Goldman, Meta, Target, and JP Morgan went red. $2 gain on Costco, 56-cent gain on Walmart. Disney down 34. American Airlines up 19. DraftKings up 50 cents. That's where I'm at right there at the moment. The Dow off 11.5 at this second in time. All right. Yikes. That Dow, JR says, didn't last long, but Tesla is still on the rise. Bobby, I hope you're right about SoFi, Uncle Bruce. I just feel Noto is too conservative. He will keep the positive profits in line with his fourth quarter projections. Very possible. As I say, I can't, we have to tolerate, unfortunately, the speculation on SoFi. Day traders love this thing because of the volume, and they can move thousands of shares in and out, and they will. And when the results come out, undisputable profit results, then things change. Personally, that's where I think things change. But in the meantime, we got to do what we got to do, and we can take advantage of the cheap prices. We do. This is the perfect time to write cash secured puts at the low. This is the time. And if you write 10s, they go to $12 a share. The 10s are worthless. Keep all the dough, and thank you very much. It's up to you how you guys want to do this right at the moment. Yeah, and a lot of talk out there about interest rates. That's the big talk right now. Interest rates. We are watching the 10-year Treasury at 4.73%. It was over 4.8 this morning. We were in 4.85 range, almost 4.9. Germany is 2.95, Italy 4.91, Spain 4.05, 10-year in the UK 4.63. I still don't understand, why does America have to pay more money for its money than anybody else? I don't know why Americans have to pay so much. The euro is up almost a half a penny today. The pound is up definitely 0.84 of a penny. So those two currencies are having a better day today, but they've had the crap kicked out of them the last couple of weeks. So, we've had a bit of a snapback there. The Dow is just down 8.6. That's all. S&P up 11, NASDAQ plus 90. It's a mixed market. Oil down $2.48 a barrel at 86.75. The speculators are getting crushed on oil futures bets. They're getting hit hard. 86.75 on crude. We're going lower, it looks like, on crude. Thumbs ups 105. Thank you guys for getting us over the 100 barrier for the thumbs ups meter. It is much appreciated. Splair, I'm prepared 8 times $14 of December SoFi calls. I bought at 9 cents, and today it's 7 cents. For a month of waiting, it should be enough. Maybe I'll add later during the month 2 to 4 more, but that's it. Well, I hope you do well. Okay, you do well on that one there, Splair. I hope it works out okay for you. All right, SoFi 728 unchanged. GameStop up 8 at the moment. Qs are up 249. Spiders are up 93. Adobe up 779. The Dow down 13. Apple is green, up 12 cents. Green on Apple. So just see what happens there. Netflix up 138. AI down 19. Nvidia up 342. Tesla up 604. There you are. So we have some gains, some losses, little of this, a little of that, and the market is doing what it's doing. What can I say? Iron condors can make you money if you go down the road far enough in time and far enough out. All right, we're negative 30 on the Dow, another dip. It's official. We got another sell-off just beginning to appear on the markets, down 32 on the Dow, up 6 SoFi. So make that up 6 on S&P, up 63 on NASDAQ, but those are lower in the last few minutes as well. SoFi down 4, GameStop up 2. It's mixed now. Okay. There's the story. I'm sticking to it. I'm not giving it up. Not giving up that story. Okay. Headlines in the Wall Street Journal: with McCarthy out, GOP is rushing to find a new leader. Who wants to lead those guys? Not me, not me. Oh boy, a bond sell-off threatens hopes for a soft landing. Live markets 30-year yield briefly breaches 5%. Frustrating revisions to jobs data slow Wall Street trading. Why 8% mortgage rates aren't crazy. Phew, homeowners flock to last resort insurance policies. Oh boy, the smallest $1 billion Powerball jackpot ever? Okay. Florida, already top employer of farm guest workers, becomes more reliant on them. Isn't that amazing? Kaiser Permanente unions strike, mounting largest U.S. healthcare walkout in decades. 75,000 nurses, pharmacists, and other employees have stopped work in a dispute over wages and staffing. Very interesting. Woo-wee. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. Looking at headlines here right now. I'm trying to see if there's any other headlines to worry about. No, not much on the other headlines going through here. Not too much. Whitefeather has a question. I've been writing iron condors on SPX. Is there any benefit to writing on SPY instead? About the same premiums on both. Can't give an opinion on that. I mainly talk about the SPYs and the triple Qs manager. I have a feeling I'm going to make a killing. Again, it's a question. I think for you, Whitefeather, you just want to know if there's liquidity. If there's good liquidity on what you're doing, tight spreads, then okay. The premiums are about the same. I don't know what the relationship is to SPX versus SPY to the S&P 500. Somebody else know? You can let us in on what's going on there, okay? We're up. We're positive on the Dow, 565. We've gone green on the Dow again. We're up 10, almost 11 on S&P 500, and we're up 76, 77 on the NASDAQ. So we're definitely going green here on the markets. GameStop up 2, SoFi still down 4, Apple's up 9, Netflix up 88, AI down 29, Nvidia up 409, Tesla up 593. Matterport's green. Rocket Lab is green. Unity down a dime. Google up 127. We're down 3 on Moderna. Cisco down a dime. Pfizer off 22. IBM off 12. HPQ down 18. Microsoft up 334 now on Microsoft. We've got Amazon up 214. Home Depot up 81 cents. Vanik up 162. Goldman still down 1.5. Boeing up 112. Meta, the old Facebook, down a quarter. Target down 54. JP Morgan down 16, but Costco up 162 and Walmart up 30. Disney down 6. AAL, American Airlines, up 22. DraftKings up 63. AMC up a dime. Royal Caribbean up 192, back to 88.70. Okay, 33-point gain on the Dow. We're climbing. We're up 12 on S&P, 78 on NASDAQ. Okay. SPX is the actual index. Oh, okay. All righty. Okay. Thank you for that. We're ahead 33 on the Dow, and SoFi is still down 7, maybe. We're up a nickel on GameStop. Oh boy, pardon me. Oh my goodness. I'm yawning because Beach Boy made us break up the town last night. Meaning we just went out there and we busted up Tel Aviv. It's going to take days to recover. Jen, I tell you, you let Jen out. It's just, it's out of control. You notice how quiet Beach Boy is today? He's exhausted. She wore us out. All the dance clubs she made us go to, and I tell you, it's crazy. Charlie wants to know, hey, Uncle Bruce, do you know when the insiders like Noto can buy or cannot buy stock in the open market? Is he restricted right now, or is he free to buy today if he wanted? I don't know the rule. Can anyone look that up on Google for us? Is there an S? What is the word I'm looking for? Is it SEC regulation? What are the SEC rules for corporate insiders to buy stock in their own company, Like, is Noto restricted for 30 days before, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after the results of earnings? Like, what's the deal? Anyone finds that out, you let me know, okay? I'd love to know. Okay. Alrighty, SoFi 736. That can't be right. I'm going to double check that. We're not right on that. 720. We're down 8 on SoFi at 720. 1468 on GameStop, up 7 cents this morning. Okay, that's definitely higher. Okay. And Splair, Dance Club. You two are making me jealous. Jen is out of control. Once Jen gets out of the room, there's no controlling her. And well, Beach Boy can attest to that. I mean, it was just a wild night last night. We tried everything last night. I mean, literally. Just sitting at the table, we tried everything last night. It was nuts. Oh man. You can see why I'm yawning. I'm exhausted. I can't keep up this pace. This traveling to different cities and then hitting the nightlife every night with Jen, she's out of control. I got to get her back to Canada. Man, you folks coming to see us in New Jersey on the 21st. Oh, it'll be mayhem. Pies, bagels, pies, and who knows what else is going to happen on the 21st in Secaucus, New Jersey. Looking forward to seeing you folks there. Hopefully you'll all get a good night's sleep the next day. I can tell you right now, all of you who visit us on the 21st, the morning of the 22nd, you'll be sound asleep. You'll sleep beautifully. Not sure if you're allowed to. So that's Sunday. You should be okay. You can sleep in Sunday. You'll be all right. So it is, after all, a Saturday, isn't it? The 21st? I think so. Yeah. Our get together in Secaucus, Saturday the 21st. So Jen will wear everybody out, and then they'll be able to sleep in on Sunday the 22nd. So you'll all recover.
Well, Those who get up early to go to church.
Well, I guess, yeah, there's
I don't
the,
think you get up early to go to church.
No,
We did when we were kids.
yeah,
And church is at level 11 or something.
yeah, I think churches have pushed forward their services to let you sleep in a little on Sunday morning. Give you a chance. Blair, next time you should destroy Berlin's nightlife with your pimp coat. Dortmund is in that case too boring these days. Farmers, oh Lord, please forgive Uncle Bruce for Auntie Jen's shenanigans. He knows not how to control her. Hector, Uncle Bruce, does anyone in your travels face masking against the next COVID wave? Is anyone face masking? Oh, no one anywhere. Nobody anywhere is face masking. Nope, not Stockholm, not Copenhagen, not Berlin, not Vienna, not here. Hamburg, Copenhagen, Hamburg, Dortmund, Liverpool, London, no face masking anywhere. Nope. Not happening. Okay. Still 720 on the SoFi, down 8, up 2 on GameStop. Dow is down 21. We've gone negative on the Dow again at the moment. That seems to be what's going on here. A little sell wave has come through, it would appear. My big SI pad is really thinking about updating. It's down 28, down 5.5, up 5.5 on S&P, up 58 on NASDAQ, but they've both backed off as well. Oil still down 255 a barrel. Okay. There it is. The U.S. stocks open higher after ADP data shows fewer than expected jobs created in September. And breaking news, ISM Services Index falls to 53.6 in September from 54.5. The recession, indicators are still showing a slowdown in the U.S. economy. That's it. What can I say? There you go. Okay. The S&P final U.S. services PMI in September is 50.1 versus initial 50.2. Not worrying about that. Article coming out on Market Watch says one of the biggest problems plaguing the U.S. stock market is getting worse as the sell-off continues. And it says here U.S. stocks have been suffering from bad breadth all year, bad breadth. But over the past month, the situation has gone from dire to extremely dire, underscoring some of the risks that arise when the market becomes too heavily reliant on a handful of mega cap stocks. On Tuesday, the S&P 500 equal weighted index erased all of its gains for 2023 and tumbled into correction territory, having fallen more than 10% from its July 26th high, according to Dow Jones market data. That is the first time that the gauge, which seeks to represent the performance of the S&P 500 index, if each individual stock was given an equal fixed weighting, has seen a correction since March. A correction is commonly defined as a 10% correction from a recent high. It isn't the only major U.S. equity index to have given up all of its gains for the year this week. Both the Dow Industrial and Russell 2000 have done so as well. The traditional cap-weighted S&P 500 is still hanging on to a 10% gain for the year, having given back roughly half of its year-to-date gains, according to FactSet data. But beneath the surface, many of its constituent stocks are falling to fresh lows. Dow Jones data showed 56 stocks in the S&P 500 touched fresh 52-week lows on Tuesday, the most of the year so far. Furthermore, an analysis from Bespoke Investment Group found that the S&P 500's 10-day advanced decline line has dropped to negative 1629, the lowest level in exactly a year. At the same time, the median S&P 500 stock has fallen more than 2%, with 54% of the stocks in the S&P 500 now trading in the red year to date, according to data shared by Bespoke. All right. Paul Hickey, an analyst at Bespoke, added that the 10 largest stocks in the S&P 500 are up roughly 67% on average since the start of the year, while the remaining 490 S&P 500 stocks are essentially flat. That group includes the so-called Magnificent Seven group of mega cap technology stocks, which include Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Facebook, Tesla, Google, and Amazon. The top stocks are still holding up the market and outperforming the rest by a significant margin, he said during a phone call. But even the market leaders are starting to show signs of strain. On Tuesday, the NASDAQ Composite tumbled 1.9%, its biggest decline since August 24, and one of its biggest declines all year. To be sure, as Hickey pointed out, it isn't unusual for the NASDAQ to see double-digit drawdowns. But after stocks have successfully ignored rising bond yields and the Federal Reserve's hawkish rhetoric most of the summer, signs that investors are now taking the threat of higher borrowing costs seriously suggest that the pain for stocks could intensify, with even the market leaders feeling the pinch. There you go. There's some of the comments from some of the big wigs out there and some of the analysts and others. That's the issue. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. We're down a penny on GameStop right now at 14.59. We're now down 2 pennies at 14.58. The Dow is up 37 points. S&P is up 3. NASDAQ up 39. Oil down 2.55 a barrel. Alrighty. That is the story. SoFi 720, GameStop 14.58, Apple down 12 cents, 172.28. There you go. Oil down 2.55 a barrel today. Alrighty. BW says dollar is shrinking again. Zeta State, when is GameStop's next earnings report? At least 2 months away. It's a ways out. Splair, any chances for GameStop to climb back to the next days? The releases of games are this month, not quite impressive, but at least are still sold mostly digitally as PC games. I do not know. BW Zeta State, you can Google ticker earnings date, and the NASDAQ or Fintel will give you the dates. They update the changes better than any other method, in my opinion. Zed, BW, thank you very much, my friend, for that. We know October 30 for SoFi. We know now October 30 for SoFi is the one coming up that we're curious about. We heard that news this morning. Ford's third quarter U.S. sales rise 7.7% as EV sales grew by 15% at Ford. Interesting. Okay. Headlines coming out, folks. And GameStop 14.52 down 8 centinos today. And the Dow's now down 78 points. That's the low of the day. Down 4 on S&P. We're red now on S&P, and NASDAQ is down 20. Is up 20 points still, but it was up almost 100 earlier. So all three markets now are backing off. Ford U.S. vehicle sales topped 500,000 in the third quarter amid strong EV and truck sales in America. Okay. Interesting stuff. Yeah, Ford is selling product. They're moving product. Okay. Google says that GameStop earnings date is December the 8th. That is from Zed. Thank you, Zed, for that, for letting us know. December 8th. Alex, SPY flat. Condor shrinkage continues. TikTok. Well done, Alex. Manager, I told you all, look at Tesla. I'm up $9,000 on my short, baby. Well done there. 423 gain on Tesla, now 407. It was as high as 253. It's now 250.60. So it's already dropping a few dollars, and looks like it's continuing. The market is backing off, so that's helping Manager overall too. Absolutely. Spiders are down 21 cents. Qs are up 102. GameStop down 4. SoFi down 12 cents. There you have it. Way to go, manager. Making dough. Scoring some gains there. Why not? Take the dough off the table. If they're going to hand it to you, you got to take it. Absolutely. There you go. BW, the key number being thrown around for a market meltdown further is if the S&P drops below 4,200, then the wheels come off, they say. Splair, with what amount you trade Tesla? Well, how many are you short? Well, he's short several thousand. He must be. The Dow off 52, the S&P flat, and NASDAQ up 32. 1454 on GameStop, down 6 cents. SoFi down 13 to $7.15. Bargain time in SoFi land. Absolutely for sure. Dude, 653 in premium take for the week. Nice going, dude. Way to bring in the dough. Well done. Right on, you guys. GameStop is a 52-week low. Would you still write poor man cover calls on GameStop premiums? Yeah, I would. You cannot pay attention to where it is. You've got to bring money. You've got to bring in money. And if it backs off, score that gain and keep writing lower priced calls. Absolutely. Bring those calls in. Yeah. Bring in money. You have to be compensated when it drops off. Absolutely. Goes up, you'll do a rollover. Don't worry about the rollover. Yeah, the S&P, BW is saying that if it goes under 4,200, watch out. So the analysts say we're at 4,230 on the S&P 500. So we're up a fifth of a point right now, and that's where we're at right now. Manager, it is going to drop to 246 Tesla. It's going to 246, 251 right now, down from 253, 251.01. So we'll see if manager's on top of that. It was 247 for the low today already. So this is doable. It's certainly reachable. Will it happen is the question. Indeed, that is the question. GameStop up down 7, SoFi 715 down 13 cents, Apple up 3, Netflix down 150, AI down 49, Nvidia up 106. And the split on a poor man covered call, you gain on the call side. So at least low. So at that low, especially, it's worth it or not. On the bot call, well, if you get the bot call super cheap on a day like today, great buy. Those $10 calls on GameStop are only worth $14.50 or $4.53. The $5 calls are worth $9.53. Can you get them to January 26 in the 90-10 rule? Worth a look. BP, SoFi going down is really hurting. Thinking of selling and getting out of all the SPACs now. Well, when you sell at the low, you lock in the lows. Not a good idea, generally speaking. 715 on SoFi, 1452 on GameStop. Apple now up 20 cents, climbing again. The Dow down 36. S&P's climbing up 4 now. NASDAQ up 48 at the moment. Okay. Giddy up all. Giddy up. Dow down 45. Adobe up $7. Some of these big cap stocks are doing great. $7 gain on Adobe. Looking all right. It's a $240 billion market cap. Looking great over there. Apple market cap $2.7 trillion. It's up 14. Nvidia up 148, 1 trillion plus market cap on Nvidia now. That's up. And Tesla's up $5, up just 800, almost 800 market cap over there. Google 1.6 billion. Yeah, Cisco 220 million market cap. Moderna market cap 38 billion, not even close. Pfizer market cap 190 billion. IBM market cap 127 to 128 billion. Microsoft market cap $2.35 trillion. 2.35 trillion for Microsoft. Amazon market cap $1.3 trillion. Yeah, man. Costco, 253 billion market cap. Walmart, $429 billion market cap. There you go. Couple of interesting numbers to go by there. Huh? Up, down 51 on the Dow. Make it down 70 on the Dow now. Let's see what's going on. Alex, I sold GameStop 1625 calls, expired December for $1.30. I'm now queuing to sell SoFi $7.50 puts, cash secured puts, expiring January for $1.18. Right on. Bobby, has ME spoken about being under $1? I haven't heard a word. Spirit, at least I can recommend don't be in a hurry, even for closing out. There's always a better position if you don't have to be in a hurry. BP, Spirit, everything going down, need to get out before they go to zero. Zed, GameStop, a 20 strike premium is 90 cents for Jan 24. Expiration, is it worth it? It sure beats the 25 you got. You're going to bring in some money if you do that, but I'd be looking at maybe 19s or 18s for January. Bring in some more money. Spirit, we're touching a bottom instead of dollars. We only go down cents until now. Zed, or should we wait for GameStop to pop? Don't wait, just right. Alex, BP, these are the moments you buy great business or not sell them. SoFi is a perfect example, just being dragged down by the macro environment. There you go. Alex, SoFi is not a worse business than it was a month ago. You're right there, buddy. You got that right. BP, Alex, no spare cash to buy. Hang tough. Just sit tight. 7.15 on SoFi, 14.51 on GameStop. It's down 9. SoFi down 13. We're sitting on a 73-point loss on the Dow. Nothing serious, quarter point. 1 point lower on S&P, 40 points higher on NASDAQ. It's a mixed bag right now. And so it's not a uniform sell-off at this point. There you go. Let's see. It's time to hold, says Splair. Wise words, sir. Wise words. We have 114 thumbs ups, everybody. Thank you. I think it's time to get the markets going our direction. It might be time to honor the Knights of Knee. Let them know that we're here, and we got to let them know that we will honor them. Will Carruthers, hey, Uncle Bruce has been saving up. Good time to grab poor man cover call GameStop. Might be. JR, okay, after y'all, y'all off to be a sub, make the moolah, try to be good to Uncle Bruce, keep those tips coming on. Thanks, JR. Thanks for the knee emojis, JR. Alex is doing the knee emojis as well. Here we go. Neat. DH Ruda, JR, here they are. Neat. They're coming in. Oh, man, they're coming on in. Indeed. Knee emojis are being dropped everywhere. All right. Here we go. Neat. Chase Rosita Parker. Neat. I was able to get out with the knee emoji. Zed Estate. It's a golden Jerry. Says Zed Estate, Gold Bagel member, level 21 months. It's a golden Jerry. Oh, beautiful. This is so cool, everybody. Splair, neat. Zed Estate, neat. Splair, more, neat. Here we go. The knee emoji attack is underway. Let those Knights of Knee know we care. We're there. We honor them. Help us out with our markets. Absolutely. SoFi 7.17 coming up 2 cents. 14.51 on GameStop. Come on, GameStop, keep coming up. There you go. Dude, I bought a put in JP Morgan 2 days ago and I wrote a call spread, one wing condor. That makes it a directional play, but I've done well in 2 days. It's up $50. Way to go, dude. Neat emojis from dude. Here comes some emojis creeping up the side of the comment section there. Beautiful stuff. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all. 17-cent gain on Apple. SoFi 7.18, only down a dime now. It's coming back. GameStop only down 8-9 cents. Bruce, Uncle Bruce, is there a premium show tonight? No, not from Tel Aviv. No, you have to wait till I get back to North America for me to do my Wednesday night primetime live shows. But they'll be back on.
Time changes a bit rough.
Yeah, I need a time change. I need to go back 9 hours and time change. Right now, I'm a little off whack with the time changes. The 9 hours is killing me. I can't be up at that time in the morning doing the show. Oh my! Thank you all. 117 thumbs ups are in the house. We have members of this channel here for 21 months and longer than that too. Thank you for these donations today. We'll be able to get some pastrami tonight and some corned beef tonight. Jen can get her hands on some of that. Maybe a blintz or everything. What's a famous dessert from Israel? Like, what would a Jewish dessert be? Because I mean, at our deli, the favorite deli we have in Palm Desert, they have chocolate cake and they've got carrot cake and they've got Black Forest cake, and I don't see any.
Yeah, arugula.
Oh, arugula. Yeah, I guess there's arugula. Is it? What's it?
Kugel.
Kugel. I guess
It's like a
kugel.
dessert kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm curious. What desserts are famous around here? Beach Boys going neat. So's Karen. If we love SoFi, that we hate big banks like J.P. Morgan. Says dude, I'm going to take their money and buy SoFi. Zed, is there a show tomorrow morning? Yes, there will be a show tomorrow morning. One more time from Israel tomorrow. We leave on Friday, so there'll be no shows on Friday, but we'll be on tomorrow. BP, Splair, I have tried selling most of the other SPACs, but they've tanked. No more cash, so I guess automatic closure of SoFi shares now. BW, pickled herring, he says. Oh my goodness. Down 78 on. I love pickled herring, actually, but yeah, that's more of a delicacy than a dessert. Down 80 on the Dow, down 2 points on S&P, and we're up 38 on NASDAQ. Yeah, baby. Okay. Wing Commander, a member for 27 months. Just wanted to drop by and say hi. I was number 48. Right on, buddy. Thank you, Wing Commander. Way to go, buddy. What about Bobby saying? What about chocolate babka? Is that a good dessert? Is that a good Jewish dessert? Chocolate. It's got the word chocolate in it. Jen kind of likes the sound of that right now. Chocolate babka. A BW says if you just drink a ton of arak, it's kind of like ouzo. You'll forget dessert of any kind. What did we have last night? I don't know if that was what that was. I can't remember. We can't remember. Maybe that's what it was. No more matsu for you. Upgrade to leavened bread. Moving up to leavened bread. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The Dow's off 102 points. SPY's down 54. Qs are up 99. GameStop down 13. SoFi down 12. Apple down 7 at the moment. Splair switched already to Discord with an idea, but in case of SoFi, it wouldn't work well, only maybe with a 2-3 recall. But I don't know if it's enough for the margin call. Mine asked always for only $10. Again, I'm not sure what Splair is referring to. Too much code there. We're down 100 on the Dow. We're down 5.5 on S&P. We're up 22 on NASDAQ. It's a mixed market right now. Okay, everybody. Oh, my. Dinner time coming up tonight. Oh, geez, we got pastrami, corned beef coming, latkes. Going for the latkes.
Wait till you see this menu.
Oh, Jen's seen the menu already where we're going. She's already salivating. She's seen the menu. They got schmaltz. They have schmaltz. Oh, I haven't had schmaltz in decades. I haven't had schmaltz. Oh my gosh. See, Splair, Switched already. Oh, never mind. I already read that. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. Oh yeah, we're gonna hit the town tonight.
Oh,
Out of control. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be out of control. Dude, have a wonderful, amazing day, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. We are blessed to have you helping us in this market all these years. Kind words. Thank you very much. High praise indeed, as the character used to say on Saturday Night Live when he was imitating others. High praise indeed. JJ, another Bobka? Oh my, a Splair. Uncle Bruce, there's a second comment, but you clicked on the first. Ah, never mind. Okay, it's okay. Oh my gosh. Mm. Yeah, down in 90 on the down now. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. Down 2.5 on S&P, up 40 on Nasdaq. Nasdaq is climbing again. It's on its own. It's all by itself. Nasdaq seems to be by itself, and the rest of the market, I don't know what it's doing. Headline on Market Watch: Bond market is sending a recession warning, and Friday's job report could hold the next clue, says Jeff Gundlach, whoever he is. Okay. Mm, mm, mm. GM lines up $6 billion in financing from JP Morgan Chase Citi and other lenders in case the strike drags on. Mortgage rates march towards 8%, pushing demand to the lowest level in 27 years. Interesting. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. I'm just watching here the channel here, checking out everything online. 119 thumbs ups. Thanks, guys, for that. We're just about ready to shut this show down. Make sure to join me tomorrow for our last telecast out of Tel Aviv. I'll try to find a trading tip for you tomorrow. Let me know how the trading tips are working out for you. In the meantime, if you're a Gold Bagel member, you're going to get your next trading tip tomorrow. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, become one immediately, and you'll be able to follow those. Have a great rest of the day out there. Keep your eyes on these markets and see how they do for you. And we'll catch you tomorrow with the pre-alert show and the regular show at 8:30 Eastern Time, 3:30 Tel Aviv time. Thank you all for being with us today. We appreciate you. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed as subscribers, joined as members, made donations, picking up the classes, doing the one-on-ones, you name it. We thank you all. Have a great rest of your day out there, everybody. Thank you, Splair. You take care. All of you out there, thanks for joining in, and make a ton of money. And we'll talk to you all tomorrow with the latest updates on what's going on. Thank you once again for your support. It's Bruce and Auntie Jen saying bye from Tel Aviv. And we'll see you tomorrow for sure. There you go, everybody. Thank you. Take care.